This video is about another method of how you are going to graph linear equations. This is all about graph of linear equation by using slope and y-intercept. So our objectives are the following. Recall how to write equations to slope-intercept form, graph linear equations using slope-intercept, and graph linear equations using slope and a point. Okay? So for our review, let us rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form. So let us have 2x plus y equals 6. Okay? So I hope you can remember how you are going to write this equation to the slope-intercept form. We have to take note that the slope-intercept form is in the form y equals mx plus b. So how are we going to rewrite 2x plus y equals 6? Okay, so we have here y equals, yes, we have here negative 2x plus 6, where m is negative 2 and our b is positive 6. Okay, next let us have the second one. We have 3x minus 2y equals 6. So we have here negative 2y equals negative 3x plus 6. But since we have here the coefficient of y, which is negative 2, so we are going to divide all the terms of our equation by negative 2. So that we have here on the left side y equals, because you are going to divide this will be 1. Okay, so you will left with y. So again, we have here y equals, so negative 3x divided by negative 2 is positive 3 over 2x. Then positive 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So our m here is 3 halves. And our b here is negative 3. Okay. Then, the last is, let us have x plus 8 equals negative 2y. Okay, so for us to have the slope-intercept form, we have here positive 2y equals, we have here negative x, then it will become negative 8. And since we have here the coefficient 2, so you are going to divide all the terms of our equation by 2. So you will remain here with y equals negative 1 over 2x minus 4, because negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. So our m here is negative 1 half and our b here is negative 4. Okay? So I hope you recalled, you have remembered how you are going to write equation to the slope-intercept form, because it will be used on our method in graphing. Okay? So let's have graphing linear equation using the slope-intercept. Okay? So I have here the first example, graph y equals 2x minus 3. So let us have the steps, okay, so that we can graph this systematically. First, you have to identify the slope m and the y-intercept b of the equation. Okay, so we have here y equals 2x minus 3. So our m here will be 2 and our b here is negative 3. Okay, that is the first step. Next, for the second step, we are going to plot the y-intercept on a Cartesian plane. Okay, so our y-intercept is negative 3. Or if you are going to make this an ordered pair, it is 0, negative 3. So if you are going to plot this, of course, you are going to see this, or you are going to plot this on the y-axis. Okay, so since we have here negative, so you are going to focus on the lower part of our y-axis. So we have here negative 3. So we have here 0, negative 3. And then, the next step, after plotting the y-intercept, so from the y-intercept, use the slope to get to the next point. Okay, you are going to use the rise over run. The rise will tell you how many units to go upward if it is positive or downward if negative. And the run will tell you how many units to go to the right if it is positive or to the left if negative. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So again, our slope is 2 2. So from the point at 0, negative 3, we have here earlier, use the slope to plot the next point. So using m equals 2, you have to take note that 2 means 2 over 1. So which means your rise is 2. So you are going to move 2 units upward. And then we have here to move 1 unit to the right because our run is 1. So we have here 1 unit to the right. And then you're going to plot there the second point. Okay? Then next, you are going to connect the points with a line with arrows on both ends. So just connect the 2 points and do not forget also to label your graph. So this will be the graph of the first example, y equals 2x minus 3. Okay? Is there any question? So if you don't have, let's proceed with the second example. Graph y equals 3. Okay. So again, the steps, you are going to identify the slope and the y-intercept. So our slope here is correct 0 because you haven't seen any term with the variable x. Okay? And then our y-intercept is 3. Okay, good. And then you are going to proceed with the next step. Again, you are going to plot the y-intercept on the Cartesian plane. So we have here, our b is 3 or 0, 3. So you have here at the y-axis, of course, but this time it is positive. So you have here 0, 3. Okay? And then after that, again, from the y-intercept, use the slope to get the next point. So, if we have m is equal to 0 or our slope is 0, there is no rise nor run. So, just draw a horizontal line passing through b equals 3. Okay, so like this. So, this will be the graph of y equals 3. Okay? Is there any question? If you don't have, so let's proceed with the third one. Graph y equals negative x plus 2. Okay, so again, the first step, determine the slope and the y-intercept. So our slope here is negative 1 and our b here is 2. Okay, then we have here to plot the y-intercept. So we have here 0, 2. So we have here on the y-axis positive. So here is 0, 2. Then after that, again, use the slope from that given point to have the second point. So we have here m is equal to negative 1. So it means from this point or from the point 0, 2, you are going to use our slope negative 1. So we have here to move 1 unit downward because it is negative 1. And then 1 unit to the right. Okay, because it means you have the positive 1 as your denominator. Then you're going to plot the second point. And then the next step is for you to connect the points again with a line with arrows on both ends. So we have here the graph of the equation y equals negative x plus 2. Okay? Any question? So I hope it is clear. So let's now proceed with this. You are going to try this. Using the slope-intercept, graph the following equation. So, you are going to use graph paper so that it is more accurate. Okay? So, number 1, we have y equals negative 3x minus 3. Okay? So, get your Cartesian plane on your graph paper. Okay? So, I hope you still remember the steps. So, again, the first step is for you to find for the values of your slope and your y-intercept. Okay? What do you think are the values of our m and b? Okay, so I hope you have it already. So to check, we have our m is negative 3 and our b is negative 3 also. Okay, so let's now proceed with the next step. You are going to plot our obtained point, which is negative 3, or our y-intercept rather. So we have here 0, negative 3. And then, you have to plot here, negative 3. And then, the next step, using the slope negative 3. So, we have to use negative 3 over 1. So, it means you're going to count downward. Okay? So, 3 units. So, we have here 1, 2, 3. Okay? Then we have to run 1 unit to the right. Okay? So we have 1 unit to the right. Then you are going to plot the second point. Then connect the 2 points and write your label of your equation. We have here the graph of y equals negative 3x minus 3. Okay? So I hope you get it. Okay. So let's have number 2. Y equals negative 4 thirds x plus 5. Okay, so I will give you time to give the value of our m or slope and our y-intercept or our b. Okay, so I hope you already have. So the value of our m is, what's your answer? Okay, that's correct. We have negative 4 over 3. How about our b? Correct. We have here b equals 5. Okay. And then, we have the next step is for you to plot the y-intercept b equals 5 or 0, 5. So, we have here positive. So, you have at the upper y or the positive y. So, we have here 0, 5. Then, after that, we are going to use the slope. So, our slope is negative 4 over 3. So, from this 0, 5, we are going to count 4 units. Yes, downward because it is negative. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have here 4 units. Then 3 to the right because it is positive. So we have here 1, 2, 3. So until here. So we have here the second point. So then you're going to connect the 2 points and then you have the graph of y equals negative 4 over 3 x plus 5. Okay, so is there any question? Okay, so if you don't have, so that's all for this day. Thank you.